Guys, welcome or welcome back. Risings, by the way. I'm out here pretty early today. But my name is Rees and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. Let's go ahead and dive straight in, y'all. Straight in. Let's bring out a strong, powerful message. What do you guys need to hear right now from me? Wheel of Fortune. Strong, powerful message. The Devil. King of Pentacles. Ooh, you are walking straight into some type of material gain. Ooh, ooh, and emphasis on material with the Devil and the King of Pentacles. It starts off with the Wheel of Fortune, so like, come on. But like, you know, the Wheel of Fortune could be anything. We're wealthy, we're abundant in many different ways. We are specifically talking about material gain, okay? So like we have the Devil and the King of Pentacles. I see you owning multiples. If you're buying property, it's not just a house, you're buying land, and it may not just be one, it may be multiple. Like you are materially abundant right now, if that's even the way to say it. But your assets are about to be flowing crazy. I don't know if it's a deal that you're about to sign. I don't know if it's just something that falls into your lap, but there's some type of change that's happening here, and it's welcoming you, it's giving you access to material gain. Yo, this is crazy. You got the Devil and the King of Pentacles as the overall energy. You're sitting lovely. You're not hurting at all. You honestly don't want for anything, and if you do, you're about to instantly have it. Like jet flights. I'm not even shitting y'all. Like I promise you, whatever this is, it's through the roof. It's through the ass. Like it's on some like maybe 5 levels up from where you are now. Just experiencing the finer things in life. Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil. The Devil specifically is about like materialism, like tangible things. You know, being not attracted or connected. I guess, yeah, having a connection to the material things, you know, as we have connections to the spiritual realm, having a connection, a strong connection to the material realm. So that's all things that we can see, all the things that we're going for, you know, the American dream. I want the house, I want the car, I want the this, I want the that. Those are the tangibles. So that would be the Devil, okay? And this wheel is turning in your favor because you are about to have a lot of access to that with this King of Pentacles sitting in an overall energy. And this, look at him, he is just draped. He is just draped. Look how many vines are on him. Look at his outfit. Those aren't clothes. You can't see his clothes because he's covered in grapes. Those are grapes, yo. Those are grapes. You're about to have the finest. The finest. Are those grapes or olives? Those are grapes. Yeah, but you are about to have the finest life. Wow. And it's going to be a change from what you've experienced before. Like it's not to say your life before was, you know, boring, mundane, or, you know, tumultuous or anything like that. And for some of you guys, it absolutely was. But it doesn't matter. Y'all are about to, for whoever this is resonating with, I'm gonna get really deep into this, but for whoever this is resonating with, you're about to have an instant change, an instant increase out of the freak nowhere, just about to come out of nowhere with this Wheel of Fortune. Of course, yes, everything is turning in your favor, but I'm getting like Wheel of Fortune energy, meaning like, I can't explain it. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles energy. As like, to have both of these, and then the Devil that sits in the middle of that, because I don't want to sound redundant. I don't want to sound corny. I don't want to sound cheesy. I don't want to sound like clickbait. I don't want to make it seem as if I'm trying to lure you guys in by saying, oh yeah, I can foresee your future, and it's saying that you are about to have, you know, blah blah blah. That's not what I'm trying to do here. What I'm doing is reading the cards, and like that's literally the cards, guys. And I'm only 3 cards in. I just looked at the 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, for some of you guys, y'all could have absolutely like have some type of boring past, like it was mundane, or like your situation right now even, because what I'm getting is like, it may not even be rags to riches, but it's going to be from like night to day. It's, you know, like total opposite, black to white. It's going to be dark to light. It's going to be total opposite like that. And it's going to be in your favor though, and it's going to be abundant and positive, and like you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy. Don't get too connected and too attached to material things, because you don't want to live for that. Okay, you're gaining access to that, so it's like now you can play, like you can get what you want. What's this? Ooh, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups in line with the Devil. Like I said, you could get what you want. You can get what you want. Look at this fulfilled cup right here. Look at this fulfilled ass cup. Boom. Focus. Yeah. Look at that fulfilled ass cup, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. In line with the Devil, right after we pulled the King of Pentacles. I'm telling y'all, I'm not trying to sound like clickbait, but this is this is nice. You're about to be nice. You're about to have a nice ass summer. First of all, July could be very, very fire for you. Happy new month, by the way. But July could be very fire for you. Like, this might be the start of the change for you. Like, this is just the beginning type energy. You're about to have a great month, but an even better summer. Very memorable summer, okay? And this is just what I see here based off the cards, but it's not just the summer. It's like you're getting access into something now. Like, that's been the energy on my channel for some time. I'm noticing the repeated energies that come out, and I'm seeing where you guys are energetically. So yeah, there's definitely ascension here. There was work that was done, and now this is, I guess, the reward. You have access now, and it may not even just be considered a reward, but the fact that you have access now means that you've achieved several things. You've completed several things, you know, like you now have access to this, meaning that you've mastered these levels. So here you are now ready to receive. So the Ace of Cups is in line with the Devil. Ooh, this is lit. This is lit, y'all. I just did a fire weekly reading yesterday. It might start this week. It might start this week, because this is kind of like the energy that I did yesterday. There was a reading that I did yesterday, and it was very similar to this, talking about how started off with the Wheel of Fortune too, but I don't even want to get into it. Check out that reading for real. I really want to just talk about this, but basically that reading was saying how it was just so, it worked, okay? Like everything was working for you. It was so just abundant, majestic, lucrative. I mean, like everything was just everything for real. And kind of like what this one is here, you guys aren't going to want for anything, you know. So I feel as if with that energy kind of resonating with this one, I feel like it's going to happen very soon. That was this week's energy. So some of you guys might have this energy like show up this week, or it may start trickling in. You may start noticing like things just working out for you, like things just abundantly, like beautifully working out for you. And it's just going to get better and better, okay? So like you're going to experience a lot of luxury, a lot of material luxury. This happened to me one time, yo. I called an Uber so I could take my daughter to the dentist. This was years ago. And it was just her and I. It was just us two, yo. And I promise you, a sprinter showed up. I was like, what? So me and my daughter, and she was in a car seat at this time, like a baby one too, not the toddler one. She was a baby. So it's basically me and a half. Like she's a person, of course, but she was a baby. So I'm just in the sprinter, like, and I just called a regular Uber. I didn't call Uber Luxury. I didn't call Uber Black. I called a regular Uber. I was about to click share, but I was like, oh yeah, well, hell no, I want my baby girl. Because usually if it was me, depending on where I'm going, but I was like, nah, it's me and baby girl. And plus the distance of where I was going to, I was just like, no, standard Uber. And it was standard as fuck, and a whole sprinter came. So like, I don't know, I feel like you guys are getting that energy too. I feel like in my life at that time, I was absolutely like I had an understanding. I had an understanding. I was close to mastery. That was years ago, so I was nowhere near to where I'm compared to where I am now, excuse me. But yeah, I feel like that was in alignment to how things were flowing in my life at the time. And that kind of reminded me of this reading right here. Like, you're going to have instant access to luxury. Like, instant access to luxury. A whole Sprinter picked me up. Obviously, I didn't have anything to drive. I needed an Uber. Okay, so like I went from not having an Uber to, not having a car. Excuse me. I went from not having a car to being picked up by Sprinters, and it kept happening back to back, like back to back to back. Luxury vehicles would just pick me up. I had a huge it was a huge Mercedes that picked me up one time. That time it was just me, and it was gorgeous, but it was so spacious inside. I was like, yo, this Benz fire. And I forgot what class it was. It was the big class, but like one of those like extra large big classes. It was a sedan, but it was, anyway. It's just the instant access to luxury that you are about to have. Like the universe is going to make sure that you have that. Like you might walk up to a store and they'd be like, oh yeah, there's a long line, there's a long wait, but somebody just magically likes your vibe and then they take you. Like there's a whole line, but they about to take you right now because like you're just glowing, you're beaming, and something about you that's radiating. Like it's just something about you. But I feel like that's the energy for you guys right now. Like I know I kept saying I can't explain it, so that's why I'm pulling like examples that I could, think of, because that's the only way to give you guys a glimpse of what these cards are trying to say. Because I don't want to sound clickbaitish and say, oh yeah, you're about to experience instant luxury, because it's not just that. I'm telling you, it's going to be like, huh? Like, did that just happen? Yes it did. And enjoy. Enjoy. So like oh, okay, here's one. My aunt and uncle told me a story one time. They went to, I think it was Mexico, for a wedding, and everybody who attended the wedding stayed at this one resort, and it was a beautiful resort, and they liked their room. However, they was on vacation, so they was just like, nah, let's upgrade our room. So they went to upgrade their room, and they had the opportunity or the availability to upgrade based on the package that they bought, but the next one up wasn't available. So they got the absolute like penthouse suite, the toppest of the top room, for the regular price that they've paid with no extra anything, simply because their next option wasn't available. So they was like, oh well, I guess we're going to have to give you this. And it was like their room was gorgeous. It was even better than the bride and the groom's. Like they actually went in their room to take pictures. Their terrace and balcony was beautiful. I was like, wow, that's crazy. They was like, yeah, we saw the whole resort and the beach. I was like, oh my God. Like it was it was crazy, like how they just experienced that. And I really feel like stuff like that is going to happen to you. Okay, so like even if you don't got it, like that's why I was saying like those not those experiences, those examples. That's why I was pulling those examples, because it's like, even if you don't necessarily have it, because some of y'all are like, how when I'm living like this, when I'm going through this, when I'm still dealing with this, when these are my circumstances. It's not about that. It's not about that, okay? And honestly, if you're thinking like that, then this most likely is not resonating for you, because I'm talking to somebody who is there, who's mastered it, who does not think like that, because that'll just negate everything that's coming towards you. You would just ward that off, fool, instead of attracting it by calling it in with positive and healthy words, okay? So, anywho, this material and luxury that you are about to experience, even if you don't necessarily have it, you're just going to be bumped the fuck up. Like you're just going to, you got 3,000 people ahead of you. You're next. Type shit. I know you probably feel like that. Like, yo, I have so much to do before I can actually get to where I need to go. You're literally next. The Hermit. Yo, in line with the Wheel of Fortune. You just want me cause I'm next. You just want me cause I'm next, baby. You just want me cause I'm next. You are next. You are next. The Hermit, in line with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're coming out of that. The Hermit is in line with the Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit is in line with the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you guys, y'all felt like y'all had 3,000 people ahead of y'all, and it was going to take you so long before it actually happened that you were, going to achieve your dreams, succeed, reach triumph, and like you're next, yo. You're next, man. You locked in. That's why I was saying, if you were thinking like that, this probably does not resonate for you. And that reality that I just said right there, that I just spit out, that's not about to happen for you. That's not for you. That's definitely not for you. But anywho, For the ones who this does resonate with, you got the Sun and the Two of Wands. You got the Sun and the Two of Wands. As a matter of fact, let me get these cards right here. You're about to be really happy. You're about to be really happy. Plan for the future and do the right thing. Oh. Huh. Okay. Sorry, I had a download. I heard something. I'm looking at something. Excuse me. All right. Yes, they are saying to plan for the future and to do the right thing, which I know you will. You just have happy days ahead of you. You have happy days ahead of you, okay? It's gonna be like you're on top of the world. You're on top of your worlds, and you're gonna be able to tell. So you're going to be beaming with light. You're going to be radiating, glowing. The sun is just so beautiful on this card, and this baby is naked as hell and happy as hell. Okay, so you're just going to be free, happy, like just on top of the world. You're on a high horse, okay? In a field of sunflowers. Sunflowers could be significant. I keep running into sunflowers. I bought some not too long ago too. But yeah, enjoy this, guys. This is gonna be nice. Some of you guys could be traveling a lot. And if y'all do, y'all might just get bumped up to first class, to business class. Like I said, like it's just going to feel like that. Like I told you all the examples. I gave you the examples that I had. I'm like, yo, remember there was this one time in my life and I told you guys. I hope y'all envisioned it so y'all could actually see. Like, yeah, it just came out of nowhere. I ordered a regular Uber and I got a Sprinter. You know, my aunt and uncle, they went on vacation, you know, one upgrade, and it was a free one, I think, but up to the penthouse suite. The entire vacation, like, oh my God. Beautiful. And it was a gorgeous resort too. It was a gorgeous resort, like a very, very, very beautiful resort. So yeah, man, enjoy this, guys. Make sure you guys have fun, okay? Y'all deserve. And I feel like y'all about to. I feel like y'all about to with this Devil and King of Pentacles. Oh, maybe y'all not, because the Hermit, nah, y'all coming outside. Y'all gonna be outside. And the Sprinter just passed. Yeah, I feel like that's confirmation. I saw the Evil Eye deck too. All right, so y'all be careful. I guess that's why they were saying to plan for the future and to be smart with it. Do the right thing, because I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to ball out, and there are a lot of people who are not going to understand how that happened for you. It's not going to register in their mind. They can't fathom how the hell you were able to pull this off. So they're going to be sending you some type of negative energy, some type of evil eye, okay? And like dispel that. Don't worry about that. Don't even pay attention to that. But also make sure you protect yourself, okay? Make sure you protect yourself. So like if you are going to ball out in the confines of like your space. Don't make it so loud. Like don't boast about it. You don't gotta post about it, okay? Like don't sit there and be in everybody's face with your blessings and your miracles and your wheel of fortune, because like you're going to have a lot of people who are going to have their hand out, and I see you're going to have a lot to give. Like you're going to do that anyway. You're going to be very giving. I saw that with this Ace of Cups that came right after the King of Pentacles. So like you would definitely be very compassionate and you know, I think compassionate is the word. Just very compassionate when it comes to your resources and ensuring that you share with the ones closest to you, okay? But you do have others, and it may be some who are close to you, who are sending evil eye. So they're saying to be careful. Be careful how you go about this. Definitely do your thing, because you got the Wheel of Fortune, so the wheel is turning in your favor. You don't have instant access to this. Why would you not play with that energy? Why would you not explore this territory? Don't be modest now. You was modest before when you were without. You were modest when you had no choice but to be modest, okay? Because you ain't have it, but now you got it. So like, don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna save all my money for what? Because in the event that, God forbid, something happens, you can't take that with you. So why would you just sit there and save your money unless you're investing, unless there's a reason for it and there's an intention to it? Okay, but I feel like even if you guys do that, like even if you want to save for a rainy day or save for something that you want to invest in, you're still going to have more to like play with. It's not scarce energy. It's not scarce money. It's not scarce resources or finances or anything like that. The Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the King of Pentacles. Do you get it here? Y'all understand this? And then right after that is the Ace of Cups. And although the card that came after this was the Hermit, it's still a freaking major arcana. And I think the reading that I gave yesterday in regards to like the finances, I think that had a lot to do with major arcanas as well. I think I pulled 8 cards in my tarot deck, and of the 8, 5 of them were major. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, now 4 of these are majors. 4 of these are majors, and then we have a King of Pentacles, an Ace of Cups, and then a 2 of Wands. Yeah, they're saying to be compassionate, but also be very wise and about how you move with your money, okay? Because the only minors that we have is a King of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and a 2 of Wands. So like definitely ball out with this King of Pentacles. Have fun, you know, do what you need to, do what you want to, because you've earned it. It's not something that it is going to be something that kind of falls on your lap, but it's going to fall into the right lap. It's going to go into the right hands. This is somebody who actually deserves it. Sometimes people stumble across blessings, stumble across $100 when you was just an asshole all day. You did not deserve any of that, you know, like but for you, this is something that you absolutely deserve, okay? So this is yours for the taking. Run with it like a baton. Like go ham, run, paint the town red. You are going to be very compassionate, but be careful not to be over giving, okay? I know some of you want to tip heavy, and now is your chance to absolutely do that. That was a very specific download, but for some of you guys, when y'all go out to eat, when you get your hair done, your nails done, when they're doing a great job, you want to reward them with like a great tip. Like if you go take an Uber somewhere and the Uber driver was nice, it's fire, like you don't want to just give them the standard, you want to give them a nice tip. Like I feel like you guys want to be generous like that. Of course, you're giving to the ones who are around you, the ones who can benefit, but I feel like you guys also want to tip, and like you know, people who are outside that you have no idea who they are, strangers on the streets, you know, people at the coffee shop, you want to pay for the people behind you because they were so sweet. I feel like you guys want to give in generous anonymous ways, not really anonymous, but for the people who you don't necessarily know, in ways like that, okay? Because you're going to have it. You're going to have it. And the way you're coming off, people are going to know that you got it. So you got to be careful with how you move, because even if you guys aren't boasting about it, it's going to be a huge change. And it may not be rags to riches. For some of you guys it is, but it's definitely from black to white, you know, night and day. So there's 2 ends of the spectrum here. You was once here, and now you're all the way the fuck over here. Okay, so people are going to be looking at you like, yo, how the hell did that happen? And it's people from your old frequency, people who are over here in the dark, in the rags, you know, like those are the people who remember you because that's where you just came from. But you're going to all like out of nowhere, all of a sudden be over here, and these people will still like look at you like, yo, is she wearing gold? How the fuck you afford that? So it's going to kind of be like that. And yeah, like you got to be careful with how you do things, okay? So be very strategic. Do not look back. Do not look back. You are absolutely on a new frequency right now. Do what you need to do to be compassionate and give, but do not look back, okay? Two-Face, I'm telling you, and it may be, damn, it may be some people who are close to you. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. It may be the ones closest to you, and be careful with how you go about your blessings. Actually, the Hermit is in line with the Wheel of Fortune. They're saying to be quiet about your blessings. Splurge. For the ones who are close to you, take care of them. Do not let them know exactly how much you got. And for some, don't let them know how you got it, okay? Just let everybody knows you came up, okay? Because some people will sit there and count your pockets. They will figure out how they fit into that equation, and they will be like, okay, how much can I ask from you right now, because I know you got it. Like a second ago, you would have never asked me for a car, but because now you know I have the funds to purchase you a car, you are now asking me for a car. Are you kidding me? Before you wouldn't even ask me for $20. Like, why are you asking me for a car? Like, okay, so if you tell people you won the lotto, they're gonna be like, give me $1 million. 2 weeks ago, you would have never asked me for $1 million because I wouldn't have had it, okay? But that's crazy how all of a sudden you know I got it and you're asking me for $2 million. Of course, like if I were to give it to you, okay, that is me being generous and I want to give to you. But for you to like ask, because you may feel salty when I say no, not if, when I say no. You may be salty when I say no. And that's only on you, okay? That's you pissing yourself off because you've put yourself in a position that wasn't yours to do, okay? So this harvest, this abundance, this wheel that's turning in your favor, that is yours, okay? This luxury that you're experiencing, that's for you, all right? So be quiet about it and know that it's for you. I see that the Ace of Cups is here. You guys are wanting to be generous. You're going to want to be generous, but you do not want to sit there and tell people how much you work because they're going to take advantage. For example, when DDG, y'all know the rapper DDG, the one who's all up in the media right now? Oh my goodness. But I heard that he went to Houston at a it may not even be Houston, I'm sorry. He went to a club and they charged him $50 for a water or something like that. And just because you know he's DDG, and he paid for it because you know he had it, but like that's what people are going to look at you as. Like they're going to be like, I mean, of course you're going to pay for it because you got it, but like why the hell would you sit there and charge me $50 when you charging Tom, Dick, and Harry too? Come on, bro. Because you know my pockets, that's fucked up. See, I would have paid for that $2 and then gave you a $50 tip just because I fuck with you. You know, like you see how you're fucking yourself over at the end of the day because now you just burned a bridge. So the evil eye and the two-face here, you have people who are watching you and who are going to want to know how exactly you did that. How did it happen for you? No, tell me step by step. So you got X amount of money, okay? Okay, so where did it come from? All right, so like why? Why now? Isn't it in increments? Are you going to get more? Is this residual? Like people are going to sit there and be like, how much money can you give me right now? Because I see that you were living it up. I see that your lifestyle has completely changed and I want mine to be the same way as yours. I want to be favored and abundant the same way you are. But like, babe, we have different paths here. We are different vessels. We have different timelines. We have different spiritual teams. We have different bodies. We're different, okay? I don't care how much we're kin. We are all different. So yes, you are in close proximity to receive these blessings. Your cup runs over, okay? Excuse me. Your cup runs over. So they're in close proximity to receive these blessings as your cup runs over. However, do not tell them anything because that's when they'll switch up and get real comfortable with your harvest. Dark card wanted to come out. I didn't see it though. Sacrifice. Ooh. Sacrifice. It's lonely at the top, y'all. You got the Hermit in line with the Wheel of Fortune. It's lonely at the top. At the top, I'm talking about at a frequency. I'm not talking about at a tax bracket. I'm not talking about none of those shallow material things. And I know we got material all over the table, but I'm talking about as far as frequency because you've accessed, it's a certain frequency that you've accessed now where all this shit is just yours. Like you're bending reality almost. Like the instant you think about it, it happens for you. You got it. Like you're good. Like you are not going to want for anything. After a while, because right now I feel like in the beginning y'all gonna ball out, y'all gonna have mad fun, you're gonna like experiment, you know, some of y'all gonna be on yachts, like just taking beautiful, like I just see y'all. I said jets, like some of y'all might experience the jet life, but I see y'all like really doing it up, first class, like, and not to like know, oh, I'm going state to state first class. Yes, some of y'all are, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying like, but like I feel like, excuse me, I feel like it's abroad, I feel like it's worldwide. You're going to be traveling like 15 hours by plane, and you're going to want to do it comfortably. You're going to want to be in luxury, okay? So you're going to be like, no, I'm not going to want to sit 15 hours in a coach seat, and you know, when I can, what do you guys have available? When I can lay in a bed. Like they have beds available. I want to pay for the bed. Like you're going to have it. You're going to have it. So like, it's lonely at the top, okay? And for the people who you want to bless, it's going to feel like a lot of people in the beginning. There may be not even a lot, but there's going to be a couple of people that you're going to be able to celebrate with in the beginning. But after a while, it's going to be scarce, okay? Those people are going to just naturally fall off, and that's because the frequency is just going to misalign. All right, so these people they're close enough now, like you made it to this new timeline. You did it. And the ones who are still around, like, lucky them, because they're now able to be blessed with what you got. And for the ones who are going to be able to celebrate you, in the beginning, it's going to feel very strong. It's going to feel, like, oh, we got this. We gonna ride forever. But there's going to be a couple who get greedy, okay? They're going to feel like, they're there for you or whatever, but they're going to love how giving you are, and they're going to get comfortable and addicted to how giving you are, used to it almost, and then eventually they're going to feel like they're entitled to it. Like, so now your income is their income, your harvest is their harvest, your favor is their favor, all because they know you, all because they're close to you. And for those, you're going to have to let those ones go with the sacrifice card here, okay? So those would be the very people, the very frequencies. If you cling yourself to them, they will bring you down. Have you guys heard of Kim Zolciak and Croy? I forgot his name. But with their situation, they split. I think they're divorced. But in the beginning, he had a great career. He was very young, no kids, and doing his thing on the Falcons. He was getting paid because that was a strong team, very well-known team, and he had he was a starter. He was doing his thing on the Falcons. Okay, Corey was doing his thing, and he married Kim, and I guess he kind of like just got too embedded into Kim's life. Kim is so, materialistic. She likes the finer things. She needs this and needs that, and she's keeping up with the Joneses, and it's everything is a look for her. Look, but that costs money. So like, after Kim wasn't bringing in the bank like that, she was spending her husband's money, and he had all this stuff going for her, and out of nowhere, because Kim was just doing her thing with how much he was making, he kind of had a downfall. And like, now Croy, I don't know where Croy is, and I don't mean to be talking about these people like that. I know they're celebrities, but damn, they are people. But yeah, so like, I felt like that's an example too. Like, you're gonna have people who in the beginning, when everything blows up, these people are gonna be close to you, like, oh my God, this is great, I love it here. But be careful with the ones who try to take from you and take and try to like just draw your energy from you and like feed off of that, because they will be the very downfall that you guys don't need, okay? Y'all don't need that. So they will be the very downfall that y'all absolutely don't need. But all right, I think let's go into the cosmic energy deck here. I'm getting one out of hand, and I'm gonna let y'all go. This was a bomb read. I knew it was gonna be powerful. I felt it. I felt it. Okay, let's get into it. Compassion. Embrace others' differences, accept your own. Yeah, okay, like I said, yes. I know you're going to be very compassionate. I know you're going to be very compassionate. You are. But also what I said was, what I saw on that card was embrace others' differences. So be compassionate enough to know that we are all one. Yes, but we all have differences. We embrace the differences. So be compassionate. This is your harvest, okay? Yes, give. You're about to get it all, baby. You're about to get it all. Give in the highest capacity, all right? But know that people have their own harvest to pick from, okay? You have your own fruit to bear, but people are looking at yours, and yours is nutritious. All right, yours is looking good. Okay, and these people want a piece of that pie. So like, know that what you have is nothing that's unattainable by your neighbor. They can do it too, but they need to do it. Yes, this is falling out of thin air, but it's going into the right hands because you absolutely deserve it. So this isn't going into the wrong person. This is for you, and rightfully so. But our differences, though, you cannot let somebody have your harvest. You can't do that. People eat from your harvest, yes, but you cannot let somebody have your harvest. And do not let anybody ask you how many tomatoes they can get either. Like, How do you know? Don't for some, don't even show them your garden. Don't show them anything, okay? Because they're going to get too curious, and they just don't do it. Don't do it. All right. So do not take this with a grain of salt. I promise you that this is some powerful ass energy. And aside from everything I said, you know, about the person or the people who are going to be greedy and try to take from you, this is a very beautiful reading, okay? Aside from all of that, this is gorgeous, flawless, chef kiss. All right, literally, like for some of you guys, y'all do not feel like y'all are in line for something amazing like this, for something big like this. But trust me, you may have so many people ahead of you, and it just happens. It miraculously happens, and it's not even a miracle. It's just literally your next. So you don't, who cares what number it looks like you are right now? Who cares how far you feel like you are right now? As long as you just stay the course. Like I always say, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be aligned, okay? So as long as you stay the course, and for some of y'all was like, I don't know how long I'm about to do this for. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I guess I'll just make this my reality for the rest of my life. Hell, I'm gonna just shift my mindset to know that this is what I have to do. And like y'all wired y'all brains to walking in faith, walking by faith. Like y'all lived the right way, even with your circumstances, even with their, you know, it was even with the ... something like for some of you guys. And you now get to have fun. You don't gotta be so like, oh, I have to do things like this, so routine, so structured, because you're staying afloat in life. You need to maintain life. You need to survive or whatever. You get to have fun now. So like, here's where you have fun. Here's where you live, okay? Fun in the sun. Y'all about to have a bomb-ass summer. Y'all about to have a bomb-ass summer. For some of y'all could be traveling a lot this summer. Traveling a lot this summer, okay? Have fun with it. Be outside with it. Don't stay in one spot. Go out there and do what you do, okay? Do not be modest. Book that suite, and, you know, book the freaking upgrade. Do it, okay? Sit in that first class seat. I'm seeing to not be afraid to circulate your resources. Don't be afraid to circulate your money. Okay, to spend your money, okay, that's for the people who are, you know, like, oh, can I have a private jet? Can I have a yacht? Can I have a, like, why are you spending my money like that? That's spending money, because that's just you giving away money for people who don't deserve it, you know, vessels who don't deserve it, bodies who don't deserve it, companies who don't deserve it. Like, don't spend your money, okay? You can invest your money, you can circulate your money. Wisely choose and use your money, all right? In a fun way. Don't be so rigid about it. Don't be afraid to experience the finer things. Hell, buy that Chanel purse, okay? Get those Enzos, all right? Get them shoes. Like, get what you want. Do what you want. All right, I love y'all.